Hi guys, it's Ranger Jones again and welcome to the third part of my little tour here at the Wieringermeer wind turbine test site in the Netherlands. In this video I want to introduce you to two new prototypes by the German manufacturer Wensys, which produces permanent magnet direct drive wind turbines ranging from 1.3 up to 3.5 megawatt. Currently they're also developing larger turbines in the 5 to 6 megawatt range. Since the mid-2000s, Wensys is majority owned by the Chinese company Goldwind, which once was one of the largest wind turbine manufacturers in the world. I think it is Vestas now, but still one of the largest wind turbine manufacturers in the world. And the turbines I want to introduce to you are the turbines right behind me, the Wensys 126 and the Wensys 115. So from here you have quite a good view on the two new prototypes by Wensys. The Wensys 126 at the front, rotor diameter 126 meters, 3.8 megawatts, hub height 86 meters, and then right behind the Wensys 115, 4.1 megawatts, hub height 92 meters. Last time I was here, they were just building the foundation, so back then I had no idea which turbines were going to be here next time I was here. And then I saw pictures on Instagram of the turbines being constructed, and I was super excited that it was Wensys turbines. I'm also a big fan of Wensys, a German company, and their headquarters is actually quite close to where I'm from, in Germany. So that's really exciting. Yeah, as you can see in terms of design, they're pretty similar to what Anacon's turbines look right now as a result of its turnaround. So quite a compact nacelle with the permanent magnet direct drive generator right in front of it, and then quite a big hub. I do have another video of Wensys turbines on my channel, and up till now the turbines looked a little different. Looking at this turbine now, you can really see the strong influence of Goldwind, because this turbine looks pretty much like a Goldwind turbine. So I'm assuming that these two new prototypes were jointly developed by Wensys and Goldwind. Yeah, so this is the Wensys 126 for medium to high wind speeds with a rating of 3.8 megawatts. And then at the back is the Wensys 115 with a slightly smaller rotor, however 4.1 megawatts, which is designed for high wind speeds and also designed to withstand typhoon wind speeds. So I'm assuming this turbine is going to be for the Asian market. Pretty similar to what Anacon just developed. They developed the E115 EP3, 4.2 megawatts, which is also designed for typhoon wind speeds and the Asian market, like Vietnam, one of Anacon's core markets. I'm trying to get a little closer to get a better view of them, and I'm gonna report from there again. So from here you have another pretty good view on the Vensis 126 prototype. 3.8 megawatts, hub height 86 meters, so quite the low tower for such a big turbine, which I think is really cool. I love seeing these huge turbines on such short towers, so it almost looks like the blades are touching the ground. Unfortunately, there's a lot less wind today than there was yesterday. So the turbines are constantly switching on and off, and you gotta be a little patient to see them spinning. But the weather is really nice. It's sunny and warm. So from here you have another really great view on the design of the nacelle and the hub, which is really cool. It's pretty similar to Anacon's EP3, EP5 platform, so pretty compact nacelle with the generator right in front of it. The nacelle is a little bit bigger compared to Anacon's turbines, but I really do like this kind of setup. In general, I'm a pretty big fan of direct drive turbines compared to other turbines. Yeah, so Vensis is a pretty small manufacturer. Many of you might not be familiar with it. More of you might be familiar with Goldwind, since Goldwind is a global player. And these turbines do really look similar to the Goldwind turbines. It's quite unfortunate that you don't see a lot of Vensis turbines in Germany, since the market is so competitive. There's almost only Vestas, Anacon, some Nordex, but you don't see Vensis that often. They do have quite a limited portfolio, but I'm really hoping, as they're jointly developing more turbines with Goldwind, that Vensis will be more present on the German market, because I think they're really pretty turbines. One thing that really surprised me when I came here yesterday were the blades. Because when I saw the pictures of the construction on Instagram, the two Vensis prototypes were the only turbines in this entire area here that had a red obstacle marking, which is really uncommon for the Netherlands, because if you look around, all the turbines are entirely white and have a white obstruction light. So I was quite excited for these turbines to bring in some color. And when I got here yesterday, I was quite surprised that they're all white now. So I don't know if it was a mistake in the factory that they by accident painted the blades red, and that didn't really cohere with the local regulations here. So what they did is they just painted the red with white. If you look a little closer, you can see that the tips have a slightly different shade of white. So they just painted over the red, which is so unfortunate. I thought it would have been so cool to have some more color here, but yeah, apparently those are the Dutch regulations. No red tips. Quite unfortunate, but it still is a pretty awesome turbine. So now I'm standing right underneath the Vensis 115 prototype with 4.1 megawatts, 92 meter hub height. And from here you can see it really up close in all its beauty. Really cool turbine. And as the blades are lit by the sun, you can see where they painted over the red obstacle marking, because that's a different shade. Yeah, I mentioned it before, this turbine is also designed for high wind speeds and also to withstand monsoon wind speeds, so I think it's going to be heavily utilized in Asia, like Vietnam, Japan, and China. I love how the blades are bending forward. That looks really cool. I still haven't gotten behind what's the advantage of the blades bending to the front versus the blades bending to the back. What's the difference when it comes to aerodynamics? Maybe some guys have some insight. Back there, the other prototype, Vensis 126, and there's another G turbine behind it that wasn't there the last time I was here. They were also building the foundation for that turbine the last time. And from here you also have a pretty great view to the rest of the test site. Back there it's a Cypress turbine, G Cypress E138, and there's the E160 from my last video. And there are many more turbines that are not part of the test site, but part of the Wieringer Meer wind farm. There's another prototype, that's the G3.230. There's also another Enercon turbine under construction, EP3, either 126 or 138. Definitely gonna check this out later. And as I turn, there are many more turbines back there. There's the Wieringer Meer wind farm features, yeah, I think 100 turbines of different types, mostly Nordics, 117. So this is really paradise to such a huge wind turbine fan like me. And there are all these smaller turbines that seem to belong to farmers. So it seems like each farm has their own little wind turbine on their property. It's an E48. Alright, so I'm going to move a little bit further and explore a little bit more. To sum up this video, here's another cool view of both of the prototypes from the other side. Unfortunately, both turbines switched off. There's just too little wind. But I'm pretty glad that I did see them running at least once. The Vensis 126 on the left, the larger one of both of the prototypes, and then the Vensis 115 to the right. Smaller rotor diameter, bigger nominal power though. 4.1 versus 3.8 megawatts. And then at the back again you can see the massive wind turbines in the other wind farms. There's lots of Nordics turbines. And then further at the back there's even more. So that's the huge Wieringer Meer wind farm with the Nordics and 117. Yeah, so to sum it up, I really like these two turbines and I'm really excited to see them more often being built in Germany and elsewhere. So that was the third part of my tour here at the Wieringer Meer wind turbine test site. I'm really curious to hear from you. What do you think about the Vensis turbines? I think they're really cool and I'm really hoping to see them more often. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, write comments. I'm always excited about that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the other upcoming videos. Take care, you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.